Hey guys, morning, it's Julian here, and it's early doors, Monday morning, 5:30. Just got up to take the dog out for a walk, and just want to talk about the immune system. So with the virus and everything going on at the moment, it's getting a little bit serious now, and the immune system's actually in the press a fair bit. People talking about a good immune system, and even some people talking about what that means. And one thing it means is having a good set of these white blood cells that float around the body. Actually been doing a bit of homeschooling recently and looking at some kids' books with them, and they've got a nice little picture of these white blood cells that are latching onto little tiny cancer cells, hoovering those out of the body. So they work their way, they're in your blood, they zip all around the body, getting out the bad bits, so like those cancer cells and viruses. They hopefully get rid of viruses. So how do you get a good set of white blood cells, a good immune system? Well, one way is diet. Everyone talks about more fruit and veg, so I guess if you're whole food plant-based, you're about as good as you can get on that. You want to get enough sleep, you want to hopefully not be super stressed, and get enough movement in your life. But another thing people have talked about a little bit is this periodic fasting, and there seems to be, for me, enough evidence that it might be worth having a little go at this. One way you can do it is just have an early dinner and then go through to a late breakfast, so you're effectively having a fast every day. I think that's not a bad idea. But I'm going to take it a little bit further today. I'm going to go, so it's early morning, as soon as I get back from the dog, I'm going to have breakfast, big breakfast, then I'm going to go 24 hours and have another breakfast tomorrow, and just to see, in a way, just to see what that feels like. I've never gone a day without food before in my life, just see what it's like. We were reading about the French Revolution with the kids. This is part of this homeschooling thing, where the poor old French peasants were starving and the monarchy were living it up in their palaces. And they were going days, weeks, sometimes starving to death with no food. And most of us don't know what that feels like, so I'm kind of curious as to what it feels like to at least go a day without food. So we'll see. So I'm back in 24 hours, guys, and I might be looking a bit worse, but I'll see you in 24 hours, and we'll see how it goes. Bye for now. Hey, so back again, and that's, well, it's 5:30 now in Tuesday morning, so sun's just coming up now over the houses there, and yeah, I've done it so far, so just got to get through to breakfast now. It should be reasonably straightforward for me, I'd hope. I mean, I do feel starving, but I don't feel more hungry than I did yesterday about 11:30 when I was sort of hoping for a snack and watching the kids have their snacks. So I think that's a kind of interesting. It's, yeah, it kind of, for me, it just shows it's okay to feel hungry. It's okay, you know, we don't die over a day. I did a bit more reading about fasting and stuff, and actually I'm not even sure there's any benefits of a 24-hour fast regarding our immune system. I think there might be some benefits for going a bit longer, but for Christ's sake, if you go longer than 24 hours, do get a doctor involved, because there are some significant problems you might encounter, and you definitely want some kind of medical assistance there. So for me, what did this show? Well, the power of commitment. I committed to a video, even though I hadn't published it yet, and then I committed to my kids, who I didn't want to look weak in front of. So I kind of had 2 levels of commitment there, and I think that helped me not abandon on this. And also, I think it shows the power of simple rules. Not easy to follow rules. I mean, it's not easy to eat nothing, but it is incredibly simple. And for me, a set of rules that make our life simple, if not easy, can be really powerful. So I don't particularly think there's any benefit in trying to do a 24-hour fast. I'm not even sure I'll do that again, but I do think there's a benefit in finishing eating a little bit earlier. Like if you finish eating at 6, 7, 8, whatever time works, if you don't go right through till breakfast the next day, you're doing like a mini fast every night. And for me, if nothing else, that helps me sleep. I just sleep a lot better if I haven't got a load of food in my stomach. So yeah, that might be worth having an experiment with. When I read about all this sort of fasting stuff, I did come across a lot of evidence as to the benefits of a whole food plant-based diet regarding immunity. And I think there's absolutely for me, there's no doubt on that. So if this weird time of coronavirus, maybe that's the nudge you need to sharpen up your what you eat, rather than trying to starve yourself like me. So that's it, guys. That's what I've learned from this, and I'll catch you next time. I hope you're well through these weird times, and I'll catch you soon. Bye for now.